And so I just, whoops. Don't record that. I let go of it too soon. Hey y'all, welcome to Freedom Makers. I'm Amanda, and this morning we are out in our garden. It's actually getting pretty warm. I have long sleeves on because we just harvested our okra. We're working on harvesting out here this morning. We had let it get behind a little bit. Last week I spent several days with my grandmother, and so this cucumber is turning yellow and it's yucky, and so now our vines are starting to die. In this case, our vines are dying because they think that their work is finished. If you don't pick your fruit for a while and it gets big like this and it starts turning yellow, it signals to the plant that it's done. Like there's nothing else to do. Nobody's picking me, and so it just kind of stops. So we pulled out a vine a moment ago that was really scraggly, and it had one that was yellow on it, and I was telling Paul that that happened because it thinks its work is through. So as long as you're continually picking a plant, it's like, hey, my fruit is getting used, somebody's, you know, taking care of me, they're using me, and so they keep putting on more flowers. But if you just let something go to seed, or, you know, in this case just get overgrown, it's not going to keep producing. Many of my basil plants, for instance, I let go to seed because I love the flowers and they're great for pollinators. So a lot of my purple basil has already flowered, but the leaves are not going to be as tasty because it's already gone to seed. So as long as I am picking the leaves and like it doesn't have any reason to bolt or go to seed, it's going to keep having nice green or purple, delicious tasting leaves. But as soon as you stop picking something, it's going to say, oh no, you know, I got to reproduce. And so it's going to go to seed, or it's going to, you know, create massive fruit like this so that it has seed so that it can perpetuate its existence, basically. So it's just something to note if you know, have a family emergency, or, you know, for any reason have to stop picking your fruit. It's just something to be aware of. You may want to have a neighbor come over and like, hey, just come get my food for free or something like that if you want your garden to continue. Yeah. I do enjoy saving seeds, and we do that sometimes, but in general, when they're yellow like this, they turn really bitter, and so I just, whoops, don't record that. I let go of it too soon. Oh, that was pitiful.
Is that your throwing arm? Okay, so can we?
No, please don't put that in there. That's rather embarrassing.
Okay, that means it's going in.
Paul, as you can tell, I haven't been able to give this patch very much love. Yeah, it's like a pumpkin, but he's not going to taste good at all, so we have to toss him. Try this again. Normally I toss it way over yonder.
Okay.
And there are several that are very good. So, you know, here's one that's really nice. We'll turn that into pickles or eat it with salad. This one has got to go. There's
so when you throw them,
really nice.
When you throw them out like that, do they ever like all of a sudden start growing cucumbers out there? Where
yeah, sometimes. I mean, it's like that parable in the Bible. Like, you know, the farmer's throwing the seeds around, and you know, some lands on good soil and some lands in the rocks, and some lands and the birds eat them. It's just like that in a real garden. It's just, you know, everybody was a farmer back then, so that's why I used that reference. But it's just like that. So yeah, if it hits good soil, it'll grow. It'll decompose and grow. Well guys, this was just a really quick video on what happens when you let your crops go. Hopefully we'll be able to salvage enough to make pickles this afternoon. And then we also do have some fresh vines here. So these are looking really, really nice. That one's too yellow. These look really, really good. These we planted several weeks after the others. And I see several really nice cucumbers hanging from here, and it's loaded with flowers, lots of little babies. So we'll have this for fresh eating for sure. But I think these vines, we're gonna go ahead and do away with them. We could weed this, you know, and all that, but since we already have cucumbers, it's really not gonna be worth the work to us this year anyway. So thank you. So we're just gonna toss these.
It's also just fun to throw them, isn't it?
It is fun to throw them. So anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by and being part of our lives and sharing some time with us. I appreciate each of you, and we will catch you in the next video. Maybe I'll make some pickles. Bye, my friends.
All the weeds from the plant. Rest in peace. You did really good for us.
Let's get one with a
It doesn't want to go. It says no. I still have fruit to bear. I wasn't finished.